Good morning, students. Today we will start with our third lesson, which is parts of a computer. In this chapter, we will discuss about the various parts of a machine. In the last lesson, you have learned that computer is a smart machine. Every machine is made up of different parts. Like a bicycle is a machine and is made of two tires, handles, chain, pedal and many other parts. So let us learn about the different parts of a computer now. There are four main parts of a computer, and these four main parts are monitor, CPU box, keyboard and mouse. Without these main parts of a computer cannot function well. You basically need all these parts for a computer to work. Now let us discuss about the main parts of a computer in detail. The first part is monitor. A monitor shows the work you are doing, like when you draw pictures or play games on a computer, you can see them on a monitor. It looks like a television you have at home. A monitor is also called VDU or Visual Display Unit. Monitors are of two types. One has a flat screen and the other looks like a box. You can see both the types of monitors in the picture given. Our next main part is CPU cabinet. CPU stands for Central Processing Unit. It is the brain of a computer. As we have brains which helps us function well. Similarly, a computer has CPU which helps it to process data. It controls all the parts of a computer. The CPU is placed inside a box called the CPU box. This box is also called the CPU cabinet. Our next part is keyboard. A keyboard is used to write on a computer. It is an input device, which means we can enter data into a computer by using a keyboard. Writing on a computer using a keyboard is called typing. You can type any letter or number by pressing keys on the keyboard. For example, you can write your name, make presentation using a keyboard. The QWERTY keyboard was created by Christopher Sholes in 1868. The next and the last main part of a computer is a mouse. This is a computer mouse. It is different from a house mouse. A computer mouse is used to point at things on the monitor. For example, on files or folders. It also helps in saving, copying, pasting or entered data. It is also used to draw pictures. You can also color your pictures using a mouse. It is attached to the CPU box with a wire. It has 2 or 3 buttons on it. By clicking on these buttons, we get various options to perform various tasks. Now we have covered all the four main parts of a computer. Apart from these main parts, there are other parts which are connected to the computer to do different things. So let us now discuss about them. First is printer. A printer is used to print the work that you have done. That means it makes a hard copy of our work. It is also used to print the work stored in the computer. The printer is attached to the CPU box with a wire. The printed work is called a printout. Some printers give colored printouts while others give black and white printouts. The next part of a computer is scanner. A scanner is used to copy the picture or text on a paper so that it can be stored on the computer. That means You can copy your data on paper directly to a computer using a scanner. This is a very useful device nowadays as we can upload our data like Aadhaar card, PAN card and others easily online for filling various forms. Next is the speaker. We use speakers to listen to sounds and music. You must have seen or have a speaker at home. We wear headphones when we do not want to disturb others with the sound. Headphones with a microphone are called handsets. Headphones help us while traveling in crowded places where we alone want to hear music by not disturbing others. Along with the speaker, another thing which accompanies it is a microphone. A microphone is used to record and save the sound on the computer. By using a microphone, we can talk to people on video calls from a computer. We can save our voice on a computer by using a microphone and insert it in our presentation. Our last but not least part of the computer is UPS. UPS stands for Uninterruptible Power Supply. Is used to keep the computer working for some time when the electricity goes off. That means a computer does not shut off immediately after the cut of the power supply because of the UPS. This part is helpful because it gives user some time to save his data or the work and therefore the data is not lost. So students, we have completed our third chapter. Hope you all have understood it. With this, we have completed the midterm syllabus. So study well, question and answers and exercises of this chapter will be provided to you. Write the questions and answers in your notebook and do the exercises in your textbook itself. Thank you.